What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We are down here to, I don't know what to talk about. I actually tried to watch the Bell Collective reunion, and the video that they had posted to the site that I go to watch it, the sound was off. The video was off, and the sound was off. So I haven't watched the whole thing because I was like, I can't watch it like this. I mean, I could listen to what they're saying. I don't necessarily need to see them, but I would like to see them because I could watch facial expressions and things like that. But so I didn't get to watch it. And if I can't find, um, there's another site that I can probably check and see, but I, I think it was a one part reunion, and um I don't know, the beginning, I saw the very beginning of it, and it's just like I saw the very beginning, and first of all, the production of it, I don't like that they call the women out one by one, and he makes some announcement and they walk up to him and kiss him and then go back and sit down. Come out, sit down, and then just go around and say hi to everybody the way that Andy does it. Just do it that way. This thing where they come out and they're like, and it's just like, there's nobody clapping for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just let them come out, sit down, get themselves together, and then you go around and greet everybody. Why does everybody have to walk up to you, you kiss them, and then they have to drag that big ass dress back to sit down? No. Um, the set, I thought it was weird to have all of their companies up there. It's just like, I understand that you want to promote their businesses, but is this a convention? What are we doing? I don't understand that. I did not understand that. I felt like it might have been an idea, but just the way that it was executed was like weird. I have all your businesses up here, like we all know, and then it was like Letitia Pearson, what? Tambra Cherie, what? Tambra, what does Tambra do? She's just still on the radio. What is she? What else is she doing? So, anyways, they come out, and you know, here we are again with Latrice being the scapegoat for whatever is going on in Letitia's life. It's so weird. It's completely weird to even try to hold Latrice to a standard that you're not even holding your husband to. Like, you're holding her to a standard. Hold your husband to a standard, and we wouldn't have these problems. You understand what I'm saying? If Letitia doesn't come with a new storyline next season, this should probably be her last season. Every season, it's the same storyline for you. Your husband making you look like a fool. It's like, how many times, how many seasons are you gonna look like a fool before somebody says enough? We've had enough, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. The intro, even the intro, like the music for the intro. Did you guys hire anybody to do an intro? I know Carlos wants to do, let them have taglines. I wouldn't. I know he wants them to, because their intros are, it's so weird. Their intro, I feel like it should be an intro like a sitcom, where they show everybody, not them like coming up to the camera and being like, Latrice, Marie, no. Show it like a sitcom, like show like glimpses of them, like shots, like shots of them throughout the season, laughing or doing whatever, and then put their name at the bottom and just show like an image, like have an intro like a sitcom. I feel like that intro with them, and Letitia walking in. You're not the center of nothing. You ain't running nothing. You ain't the boss of nothing, girl. You can't even boss up in your own motherfucking marriage. Get the fuck out of my face. You're not the boss of nothing. Last year they was breaking windshields. What was they doing? Wonder Twin Powers activate. Is that what they was doing? And this season it's just like this copyright. What did they call it? the free music that you can get, royalty free music in the intro. That looks like it literally look I've seen YouTube videos. Like people's YouTube channels have better intros than BelleCollective. Who's doing the intro? Are y'all letting the intern do it? Like a 12-year-old intern? Like what is going on? What are we doing with the intro? I don't know. I don't know. And I do think it's weird that Letitia is trying to blame Latrice once again. You need to be mad at your husband. You need to talk to your husband. And then it started getting the audio started going different than the video. I was like, what's going on? This is not matched up. It's not synced up. And then I used another link and it was the same like video, like it wasn't synced up. And so I was like, I can't watch this. So then I just forgot about it. And I was like, it looks stupid anyways, because what are we really talking about? So that's all I saw about it. So I don't even know what else is happening. So we can go down to the blogs and see what's happening.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Let me go to my activity and see what I've left comments on. And we can talk about the things I've left comments on. Did everybody have a good weekend? I did. I had a relaxing weekend. Did a little shopping. My kid wants to make some mac and cheese and yams for on Thursday, where we honor our ancestors, our indigenous ancestors. So one of the things that I saw this over the weekend was social media users call out Joe Budden for seemingly saying he would have purchased Call of Duty just to shoot Megan Thee Stallion. I don't even play Call of Duty, but I would have brought it just off the strength. So we know that during the testimony that is going on for the Milagro Grams lawsuit that Megan has going on, part of her testimony, and I think her manager's testimony, was that she gave up a lot of deals and collaborations. And one of them was Call of Duty, which is a video game that is, it's all shooting, right? It's basically all shooting. And Megan declined the deal because her character they would have been able to shoot her character, and she did not want to be on the other side of that, understandably. And then we get Joe Budden making a comment saying that he would have purchased Call of Duty for the simple fact that he would have been able to shoot Megan. Joe Budden has a history of violence, a well-documented history of violence against women. So saying something like that shouldn't be a shocker. What's a shocker is that there's a woman who lays next to him, and the idea of laying next to a man who says that he would buy a video game just so he could shoot another woman. And he's always been on the wrong side of the situation between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of the men were really upset that she lied about having sex with him. A man doesn't want any woman to lie about not having sex with him or having sex with him. That's a shot to the ego. And because they collectively share a brain, and when you shoot one's fragile ego down, the rest of their fragile egos fall the same way. So you have a lot of men who are mad at Megan Thee Stallion for just simply, quote, lying and saying that she did not sleep with Tory when she actually did. And there are plenty of women out there who, if you ask them for a list of men they slept with, they're going to leave. There's a few of men they won't even claim. And let me tell you something. If you didn't have a fucking orgasm, he don't count. Okay? So a lot of men were upset that she lied about that, because how dare you lie about that, when the truth is there are men and women who men will lie about who they had sex with, and women will lie about who they had sex with as well. Men will lie and say they had sex with somebody that they didn't have sex with, and a woman will lie and say she did not have sex with a man she did have sex with, because girl, ill. I'm embarrassed. Right. And typically, if you're embarrassed about somebody you had sex with, it's possible there might be been some coercion or a level of empathy. You feel sorry, you feel obligated to have sex with this person, and you're like, I really don't want to do it, but that's coercion. And so that gets into another aspect of the thing. But there were a lot of men and women that was the one thing they focus on. Well, she lied about having sex with Tory Lanez, bitch, wouldn't you? I know I would. I would have to be in a court of law, hand on the Bible with my fingers crossed behind my back, bitch. If I don't believe in this Bible, I don't believe in nothing in this shit. I can put my hand on it and lie like a motherfucking bird. Do you hear me? Lie like a motherfucking bluebird singing on Sunday. I don't go by this shit. Sure, I'll put my hand on it, girl. No, but see, if they got, now she had to go in front of a court of law. You don't want to perjure yourself, right? So you got to tell the truth, and that's what they were mostly mad about. A lot of these men, they have us. There's two things happening. One, they are jealous because of the male validation that you get without doing nothing but shaking your ass. And men crave for the same male validation, but they hate the fact that they can't, even though they can shake their ass for a little male validation, they don't want to shake their ass for male validation. So they hate the fact that you have to do so little for male validation, and they often have to compromise themselves for male validation. That's one. Two, they want to have sex with you. And because you will not have sex with them, that sexual frustration, as we can see throughout history, turns into violent, aggressive behavior towards any woman, right? That's what I said. I would be a little off. It would be off putting for me to hear a man that I laid with say that he would like to play a video game just so that he could shoot a woman. Yeah, that's it's a little grossed out. Some people say Joe Budden is a bitch ass nigga. He said he doesn't even play Call of Duty, but if Meg was a shootable character on the game, he would play solely for that reason. Someone else said Joe Budden's podcast needs to be pulled for that nasty comment he said about Megan. That shit was disturbing, especially since he has a past of abusing women. Someone says Joe Budden hates Megan because she reminds him of what would have happened, of what should have happened to him. He should be in jail with Tory. What the fuck is Joe Budden's problem with Megan? It, like I said, there's two things: that either they want to be you or they want to have sex with you. But either way, one is they want the male validation, and the male validation will also come with them being able to have sex with you. So they can say that they like I know I pushed up on her and she didn't give, like, you know how many men probably have pushed up on Megan Thee Stallion? Like it's probably like every single one of them. And the ones that don't push up on her because they know that everybody else is pushing up on her, he's a little resentful because he does want to push up on her, but he doesn't want to do it because everybody else is doing it. So he got a problem too. I think it's absolutely disgusting for him to say something like that. But again, he is a man who has a documented history of violence against women. So I don't expect him not to say violent things. I don't expect him not to come off as an unsafe person to be around. He says he would take the opportunity. That's a very reason why she declined the offer, because of men like Joe Budden. They would just be so happy to be able to shoot Megan Thee Stallion, and I don't blame her. Did Megan Thee Stallion turn down an advance from Joe Budden behind the scenes or something? Fucking bitter old man. She's gracious because I would have been put the bread up to get a few of these Naker stock touched. I don't know what that means. It says he spoke on Megan turning down the opportunity to appear in a game after finding out she'd be a shootable character. After that reveal, Mona, Don't Call Me White Girl, Mark Lamont Hill chimed in saying Megan made the right call. Mona added they would have been killing the fuck out of Meg. Joe responded, I don't even play Call of Duty. I would have bought it off the strength. That comment sent social users into a frenzy, with some even suggesting Megan should whack Joe by taking him to court next. Interesting enough, his name has been mentioned in her ongoing case with Milagro. When asked why she didn't take him to court over his past statements about her, Megan said that although Joe has made distasteful comments, he's already established, while Milagro built fame off of Megan hate. Well, after seeing his most recent comments, she might have second thoughts. Let's read some of the comments in on the post. This is so disgusting. Bondi Blue, shout out to Bondi Blue. She said, if a man will beat a baby out of a woman, please know the fear of jail is the only reason why he hasn't killed someone already. Period. I said, how can you lay next to a man who would say this? That's the very reason why she turned down the deal. The crazy part is they hate her because they want to fuck her real bad. So the sexual frustration turns into violence. Imagine having this smoke for someone who's never done anything to you. These men and the zest they possess is diabolical. And it's so weird that you will compare a straight man to a gay man. You're saying zesty, right? Saying to suggest that he's gay because he wants to kill a woman. But gay men are not running around killing women. Straight men are running around killing women. So saying that he's a little zesty because he wants to kill a woman is not really the behaviors that we see more often than we see straight men killing women. We don't see an epidemic of of gay men killing straight women. We don't see that. So you trying to inject a little level of homophobia to excuse this man's behavior, he's not acting gay, he's acting like a straight man. They're the ones who are killing you. Gay men are not killing you. Trans women are not killing you. Straight men, however, they're killing you. Just solidifying his woman beating history. A lot of toxic black men hate Megan because she got justice. They wanted Tory to get away with it. So black women everywhere would think that we aren't important. They hate she's with Clay, as well, because in their mind, every man should shun or dismiss her. They wanted her hurt and all alone. Mad funny, y'all bugging. Y'all would have purchased the game to aim at the foot too. This is this is a man. See how they start with her? When they end up going to jail, they're going to say Megan started it. Be a man and leave women alone. Joe has been hurt since that woman turned down his proposal in Times Square. Joe isn't going anywhere. Fire emoji. This is weird behavior from a man. We can't support this behavior as fellow men. It's nasty work. They're going to call you a pander. Let's see what they said to him. It's Call of Duty. It's a video game. You don't get no extra cat for simping. See it? There it is. So that's what's diabolical, is that men actively show their disdain for women, but they will still have sex with women. Something has to be psychologically wrong with you for you to desire to have sex with something that you despise. And if any man calls you to the carpet for your misbehavior towards women, you tell him you ain't gonna get no pussy off of that, because in their minds, the only reason why a man would be nice to you is because he wants your cat. That's why you don't look them in the face. That's why you're not nice to them, because they think if I'm nice to her, that means that I want some pussy in exchange for my niceties. So if she's nice to me, she must want to fuck me. And that's why they don't know how to, when you're just any inkling of you being nice, they're like, oh, she's being nice to me, so she must want to fuck me, because that would be the only reason why I would be nice to her. So when they see men actually being nice towards women, they're like, oh, you're not going to get any pussy, right? Basically saying that he's a pick me. You're not going to get any pussy for being nice to her. You're not going to get any extra pussy. Just like when the women be standing up for the niggas, and we be like, you a pick me. He's not going to pick you, girl. But you see the difference? Do you see the difference? It's usually a woman excusing a man's poor behavior, and she's raising her hand, pick me, pick me. But it's a man being nice to a woman that he's called a pick me. You being you nice. Here he says, I know you fucking lying with your big ass titties, hairline like George Jefferson. I saw your mini me. Woo, that cat you get, nobody else would touch. So it being a video game with a grown man shooting a grown woman is okay now. This is why most of our black men out here walking around taking more dick than women. And you see, it's so weird how the homophobia jumps out. It's like you believe that men being mean to you. That's on the other side of it. When a woman is criticizing men, they are like, oh, you must be gay. Because the only reason why you're not being nice to me is you must like dick. That's how they jump out with the homophobia. Y'all zesty, y'all taking more dick. Well, if you know this, then what the fuck are you doing? If that's how you feel, then what the fuck are you doing? Going back and forth, trying to find one that you think isn't gay because he's treating you mean. No, misogyny is why he's treating you the way that he is. He doesn't like women. Doesn't mean he likes men. It means he doesn't like women. There are gay men who like men and still don't like women. And they're not straight men acting like they're not like quote straight men or DL men or whatever you want to call them, bisexual men who are hiding their sexuality. Y'all think men don't like women, they're gay. Like those men who think because you criticize men that you must be a lesbian. It's the same mentality. I don't know how many times we just saw a woman say something about a man being gay when these men are mistreating you. That's not homosexuality, that's misogyny. You have women who are strictly dickly who are misogynist as hell. They don't like women either. So men not liking women has nothing to do with their sexuality, has more so to do with misogyny. I'm just saying. And then in addition, there's I forgot the term for it, where there's like a jealousy of the woman because she's a woman and she gets attention from men, and you desire to have that attention from men because you desire male validation, and you are resentful that women can get male validation without doing much. They just have to be cute, right? That's why the first thing they do is call you ugly. You ugly. They want to knock you down. When the truth is, men are not really that choosy. If you do like this, they're like, oh, okay, cool, great. Can we can start fucking now, or like what's going on? You know what I mean? Right. Joe Budden is sick. That's where I am with it. It's a threat and a lawsuit. Meg's lawyers are busy. This is how a man who beats women talks. Girl, let's find another story on our break. Y'all don't hear, you don't hear your alarm. Let me tell you what I think about the SummerWalker situation. So, over the weekend, there was Rich the Kid, is that his name? there was an audio going around of SummerWalker on his line, you know, talking about how she wants to be the side chick and she doesn't mind being the side chick. Here's the truth of the matter. These men have side chicks, whether you know about them or not. These men are sharing their resources with multiple women, which is literally how it should be. But because so many people are deeply embedded with the programming of monogamy in relationships, even though you know the man is cheating on you, you still act like and want to present to the world that you're in a monogamous relationship. And everybody knows that you're not in a monogamous relationship, but we need to act like you are, and everybody else needs to act like you are. And these side chicks are saying, no, we're not going to act like we are. And it doesn't matter if we're there because you have been taught a man is just going to be a man. So you're not going to go anywhere. So, bitch, we might as well share the resources. People are judging SummerWalker based on a template that you're supposed to be respectful of monogamous relationships. But that girl is with a rapper. You know that relationship is not monogamous. You want everybody to treat it like it's a monogamous relationship. And even though he is out doing whatever he's doing, you haven't left. So while we need to act like somebody is disrespecting somebody's relationship, the truth of the matter is, you know, he's cheating on you. You know, he's sharing his resources with other women, not just you. So what is the problem? Y'all are doing it already. Y'all just don't like it for the women or the men to be like, I'm okay with being the side chick. We're sharing resources. And the truth of the matter is, if we stop promoting relationships for getting married for love, and a man's true commodity is his money, women should not be hoarding the resources. They should be sharing his resources with each other. But again, everybody is judging SummerWalker based on a template that is already faulty from jump. You're going on the idea that this man is in a monogamous relationship with this woman. He's not. She knows it. She hasn't left. SummerWalker's like, I tell these niggas whatever I need to tell them to get what the fuck I want. You ain't leaving. Treat her nice. You're not going nowhere. But we are going to share these resources. You want to hoard the resources and act like you're in a monogamous relationship. You know you're not in a monogamous relationship. He definitely knows he's not in a monogamous relationship, but you want everybody to treat it like that. And everybody is judging SummerWalker based on that, when the truth of the matter is, you should all be going to the man with the resources. That will eliminate the niggas who are there for love and who you've been taught to overlook the fact that they don't have any resources and marry them for love. I'm supposed to respect your relationship as much as he respects your relationship and as much as you allow. You know that he's cheating on you. He sweats for his money. Anybody in the entertainment industry, music, television, film, sports, producers, grips, makeup people, girl, ain't nobody, people are have their lives and their marriages designed and their relationships designed that they want. Again, same thing with we are going on a template or that we've been fed over and over and over and over and over again. When the truth of the matter is, she's in an open relationship with this man. She's not going anywhere because he has resources. SummerWalker is not going anywhere because he has resources. He can be online talking shit. Oh, she's still calling me. You gonna be up there in them guts. The only thing that y'all need to do is make sure you protect yourselves. Because you over there squirming in your seat right now because you ain't protect your poom poom. You know this man. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like they say the girls want to be lied to, but the crazy part is some of y'all act like you want to be lied to. You don't want the truth of the matter. You don't want to accept the truth of the matter, but you're in a relationship with a rapper. Name one who's faithful. Name them. Name them. I'll wait. Name them. Name a rapper who's faithful. Name an R&B nigga who's faithful. I don't even think, girl, Grant. I don't even think Grant Hill, girl. These women know what they're getting themselves into, but they want everybody else to respect the relationship like it's a monogamous relationship. You know it's not monogamous, and you know you're not going anywhere. So why do we everybody need to act like, oh my God, the side chick, oh my God, y'all already sharing the nigga as it is. Share the resources, bitch. Stop playing. Let me tell you, if you guys shared the men with the resources, the men that are you're marrying for love or getting access to you for love, they would fall down the wayside. They would just fall. That's why they call y'all gold diggers. So you won't. They want to shame you into getting married for love. They want to shame you out of going to the man with resources. They want to shame you. But ask a man if the worlds were flipped around and you can go to the man with the resources and share the man with the resources. Ask a man, he'll tell you, we be sharing that motherfucking man's resources. You goddamn right. You be a fool not to. You would be a fool to marry one of us for love. When there's a man with resources willing to share them, you not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. And he has the resources. So what the fuck, bitch? What did Cardi B say? Hello, Barbara? Girls, me Shirley, girl. We gonna be sharing him, girl. What else what else? I ain't going nowhere and you ain't going nowhere. So what else are we talking about? We're going to the man with the resources. So you can't judge them based on a template that is already broken. The template is not, people are not, a rapper is not operating under this idealized template of a monogamous relationship. And the women entering relationships with these men you're literally shooting yourself in both of your feet, expecting monogamy from a man with resources and access to women. Their motivation for getting the resources is to have access to women, not to be tied down to one woman. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's how it goes. So either you gonna get married for, or you gonna get with that man for love, and you gonna be with that man for love, or you gonna be over here with twisting this man's pockets, like them girls are over there twisting Neo's pockets. When I tell you they twisting that motherfucker's pockets, and when them pockets run dry, they all gonna be gone, and he knows it. Just don't let him triangulate you. That's it. Don't let him triangulate. Just remember what you're there for. Remember what you're there for, and stop this. Oh, it's my love and I love, girl. Shut up. Shut up with all that foolishness. Give me a fucking break. People don't want to hear that about the SummerWalker situation because you're literally basing it. I said, and more pick me women that share men with resources, the less Joe Schmoes would have access to women. Stay woke. Y'all are using a flawed model to measure these people by when I said what I said. So her problems be her karma. Summer got bad pussy management. At least she got talent. Everybody needs to go listen to Anime by SummerWalker. Very dusty behavior. That's exactly why she attracts what she attracts. Because what the fuck is this? This is the one with anxiety and stage fright, right? A single mother of 3. My girl saying she's here for a fun time, not a long time. That's not Summer. That's her cousin. Album releases come with so much drama. I would never go out desperate like this. But a lot of women are in relationships like this. You already know he's cheating on you. You have a feeling. Girl, please. You already know, and you're not going anywhere. So you're already sharing him. So why are you acting all like, oh my God, why are you malfunctioning? Girl, you were sharing him anyway. Just shut up. Shut up and protect yourself. That's where I am with it. These girls are not doing anything different from what these women are doing out here in these streets with these niggas who have nothing. That woman traveled from Philadelphia to Florida to fight some girl over a broke ass man and killed her. She killed her, right? Expecting monogamy out of this man. He don't have nothing. He don't have nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's when in a patriarchy where money is a man's commodity, you have to discourage women from going to the man with money because that gives the men that don't have money access to her. So we have to call you gold diggers. We have to market marriage as getting married for love. We have to shame you, and even say out of your mouth, it's not even about the money. I love him. I'm trying to tell y'all. Whoop-de-doo. Damn, Summer, I thought you was finally over it. That's not Summer, that's her cousin Autumn. People saying that is not Summer Walker. All right, let's see what else is happening. Ew. Hold on. Okay, let me see. What? She said a light skinned nigga with braids. She changed the lyrics because her boyfriend is light skin with braids. They said JD Vance's wife was spotted without her wedding ring. Somebody said she washes dishes or something, so she took her ring off. Girl, give me a break. Portia's back on Delta and laughing off a recent flight altercation after being cleared of criminal charges. AirPods on deck, safe travels for me. Yes, put them damn AirPods in. So they dropped all of whatever was they were trying to. There's no criminal investigation going on with Portia. Nothing happening. She's back on the airplane. She's back flying again. AirPods on deck, safe travel to me. It says Portia Williams' attorney Joe Hibachi speaks after she's cleared of criminal charges in Delta flight altercation. We just received word from the United States Attorney's Office that they have determined that no crime has been committed and that the FBI will not pursue any further investigative actions regarding this matter. While Miss Williams is certainly pleased to have received this news today, we cannot say that we are surprised that given that there was never a physical encounter and given that the allegations made against Miss Williams by this unhinged passenger were blatantly false from the beginning. Sadly, nothing can undo the unfortunate and damaging press frenzy that ensued as a result of these false allegations, with many headlines were downright defamatory. At a minimum, Mrs. Williams is owed apologies by this passenger and by every publication that featured the unsubstantiated storyline at Mrs. Williams' expense. Miss Williams offers her sincere thanks to many witnesses who took time from their schedules to come forward and provide statements to law enforcement and to the agents who worked so hard to uncover the truth. So do they get the lady for filing a false report? Portia's back on the plane though. She got her damn earbuds in. A Karen should be held accountable. I love how y'all love her, but having your phone on speaker in 2025 is wild. Y'all have to admit that. But that lady did too much. Yeah, like I'm saying, it was two people exercising perceived privilege. And then that like leading into this level of entitlement, right? Who does this woman think she is up in here with this phone on that I can hear? You're being disruptive. Then when I ask you, am I going to have to listen to that? Do you want to? Girl, what you mean, do I want to? Of course I don't. What is all this? Like, we're not gonna act like I said, you have to consider patterns of behaviors from both parties. We know the patterns of behavior with white women and how they weaponize law enforcement. We know that there's a pattern, a historical pattern of behavior there. And then we have a pattern of behavior with Portia and her behavior. This entitled, these levels of entitlement. It would be no different than two white women arguing over their perceived privilege, which I love to see white women out white women. Then when I'm a out white woman, I'm surprised. Like I said the other day, I'm surprised the lady didn't start crying. She did not start crying, which I'm surprised. I'm like, okay, because that's why I was like, well, maybe she is telling truth because she didn't put the waterworks on. You know what I'm saying? She didn't start crying. She didn't act like. But when she said that she felt like the lady was going to kill her or take her out, what she said, girl, that's what was like, oh girl, you are doing too much. Now you done too much. Now everybody looking at you like, okay, this is the typical, this is what y'all do. All of a sudden your life is in danger. You the aggressor, and all of a sudden somebody else, you the victim now. Okay, girl. So now Portia is clear. She's back on the plane. So there it is. But that woman should have to come out and apologize for lying. And I wonder if she's on a no-flight list. Mm-hmm. Probably not, since there's no criminal activity. They would have probably said it. All right, let's see. Mm-hmm. I saw a clip of Shannon Sharp interviewing Clarissa Shields, and he was asking her about having sex before fights, and she was explaining to him how it really drains her. It does something to her legs. She's not as strong. But it was like they were having this conversation. I think I've mentioned it before, how there's a group of people who have this like obsessive compulsive like this preoccupation with sex, but when it's time to talk about sex, it's almost like they become childlike. Like, I guess because they've been taught there should be some shame attached to sex. And so that the way that they talk about sex is very like, oh, we have to talk about it in a roundabout way. We have to call things genitalia outside of the name of pee pee or wee wee or doing the grown up or whatever. I don't know. It's just very weird the way that people who seem to be preoccupied with sex, when it's time to talk about sex, get very juvenile and immature about it. What is that about? Can somebody explain? Can somebody help me out? I don't think y'all acting like karma is, I don't understand. Like, I honestly don't think there's anything with what SummerWalker is doing. She's just admitting. I guess you're supposed to be ashamed. That's the thing. You're supposed to be ashamed of being a side piece. You're not supposed to come out and be proud about it, because there's probably women in the comments who are current side women and are probably shaming her. Like, girl, you're doing the most. But again, it's just right back to his resources are his commodity. More women should be over there. If he has enough money to provide resources to all the women he's entertaining, what is your problem? Are you getting your needs met? Oh, you want everybody to think that you're in a monogamous relationship with a rapper? Okay, girl, well, let's just pretend that you are, because that's what you're doing anyway. I'm not going to judge you based on this idealized template that most people can't even live up to. And that's the reason why people are ending things, because a lot of the shit that you act like you're gonna do or agree to is unsustainable, because it's unnatural from the gate, and it was put in place in order to control the population. It's true. It's true. I think when you change your perspective and you accept the fact that
everybody been fucking with him for years. He be fucking with everybody. So what's the problem? Like what? Like you're never gonna leave. You're never gonna leave. It comes to a point where it has to be like a certain level of disrespect that you have got to come to. Like, all right, this is it. This nigga can do anything to you. So if you're not gonna leave and he's gonna keep cracking that wallet wide fucking open, then can't we all just get along? Everybody been fucking with him for years. He be fucking with everybody. I just want to be the side. That's what I was saying. Like, I just want to be the side, and I just want you to chill. I don't like him enough to lay up next to him every day. I don't even know how you do it. I'm not going to start talking about him. You know, I'm not going to start talking about him, but you know the things about him. Girl, I don't know how you do it. I was just trying to play my little position. He clearly won't stop, and you know he's obsessive. You can like say that you're going to leave him alone, and he will just call you back to back to back. Get to call your friends, get to call your manager, get to call your assistant, get to sending stuff, da 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 da. It's like free money. So why would you just every now and then you just give in? You be like, you know what, fuck it, let that nigga do it. Let that nigga take me somewhere. And you know what? I'm actually really glad you did this, because I was this close. I said, damn, I really want to push, and I really want a condo in Miami. But I really kept thinking about it, like, I don't know, because you act nuts. And this is what I needed to see. I was never going to get peace in my condo. You were going to tear. I just want to be the size living shit out of me. This, on the internet, because when I did this, how long has it been since I did this? It's been so long since I did this. Why would I even be doing this? Why would I even be doing it? Shit, at this point, let me get something out of it. Y'all stream finally over it, y'all. It's like number one on the charts. It's doing great. Like, keep it up. But like, why would I be doing this? Both of y'all are older than me, by the way. You're an old bitch, and that's an old ass nigga. I'm still in my 20s. Why would we be on the internet as adults? We all have kids. Like, why are we even doing this? I just didn't even get the point of that. But anyway, I'm going to say whatever I got to say to that nigga, babe. You think I really love him? You think I really want him? If I did, you would be cooked out on the street. Working a 9 to 5, babe. If I wanted that nigga is obsessed. Okay? Guys, the living shit out of me.
And that's what it is. See, there are the women who think like this, and then there are the women who are like, no, you want to be with him, and she's telling you, no, I don't want to be with him. I'm here for the resources. Like, you should be here for the resources, but you want to be in love with him. You want to fall into that. You want everybody to respect your relationship. He doesn't respect the relationship. You're not going anywhere. So what is the problem? I'm going to keep messing with him. You're not going anywhere, girl. So I'm going to keep messing with him, and I'm going to tell him whatever I need to tell him. I'm going to read some of the comments. Bird, I miss when we could enjoy music and not know the singer was slow. So why did you leave Meech for helping his cousin with the groceries? Again, a single mother of 3, y'all. So you okay with adding to her pain? She's going out sad. What's sad is she gained a following of women and young girls that will embody this behavior and think it's cute. This is a single mother of 3 with social anxiety, by the way. Mind you, she left the message on his phone. It was not the other way around. And you chose to mess with him too, knowing he messed with everyone in his BM too, girl. That says a lot about you. See, everybody is basing this on an idea that the relationship is monogamous, but he cheats on her, so they're not in a monogamous relationship. Um, Child, I don't know. I would have denied and said AI. Summer's coming off goofy now. I'll just take music, no side. Damn, I'm still trying to digest Candy and Todd. Then this. Now, Summer, just because he fuck with everybody don't mean you should include yourself. Y'all not scared to catch an STD? No, they're not. Because outside of PrEP, you still need to protect yourself. That PrEP is for HIV. But because the HIV rates look the way they do for Black women, that's like a push, right? For straight Black women, that's like a push. But there's other contraceptive you need to use to make sure you're not exposed to anything else, because these niggas around here are doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and y'all are not leaving them. And I figure if you're not going to leave, at least protect your body. Do what you have control over. You can't control his behavior. You can only control yours. If you're not going to leave, protect yourself and get as much of the resources as you can and stack your paper, and then move to what until you realize that that's not what you want. Some girls are okay with it. If she was a woman okay with it, y'all would be judging her like, how could you be okay with him sleeping with another woman and giving another woman your resources? I guess the women are taught to hoard their resources because they have opened themselves up to men that probably shouldn't have access to them if we were to follow money being a man's commodity in a patriarchy. The girls are not going anywhere. So the double standard is in the comment section is wild. Cry all day about not being able to find a good man, then applaud Summer for this. Make up your minds. Ladies, 2026 script, baby, that's AI. Summer is a I don't give a fuck Aries. Mad at Selena Powell, but they damn near the same. Don't want I don't want no man that's for everybody, not even for fun. Ooh, I love a faithful side chick. I was just about to ride the summer wave because I heard her album was fire. Vibe check failed. Is Summer autistic? This got to be promo for her album, because why you get on Beyonce's internet and share that info? Because she said if I'm gonna juice it. I'm gonna juice the attention. Let's see what the Jasmine brand is talking about. I haven't been to the Jasmine brand in a while. Are we almost done? Yeah, we have one more topic and then we're done. I said the Jasmine brand, right? Okay, girls trip 2 is officially happening. IG model claims Offset wanted her to help set up Cardi B's boyfriend, NFL star Stephon Diggs. Congratulations on the album. Thanks. What are you doing? Where you at? Op ass nigga. Give, drop, or don't come back around. Make sure I'm nowhere near. Now, delete these texts. Finsta, now send message. Yo, what are you doing in my room? Call me. She said Offset kept violating me, but stay in my phone, asking me to help set up Stefan, please. Super tender shrimp. Keep violating, stay in my phone, asking me to help set up Stefan, please. Super tender. Her name is Jordan. Offset is wild. Cardi needs to put a restraining order on him. This is dangerous. Don't let him fool you. He's still on social media via his Finsta. He sees everything. Cardi has more money than both put together. She's a real MVP in the whole situation. Didn't have an album for 7 years and still stayed on top. Let's not forget. What's his name has a lot of money though. What's his name? Stephon Diggs. But that's besides the point. The point is Offset is not safe. He seems to be unhinged. Like, you really, like, the girl is a she was all you have to do was be faithful, but you can't, because you have access to women and they are taught by each other, and it's reinforced that the more women you have sex with, the there's something to say about your manhood, right? And so they go around and they do these things, but they want a maid, a mule, and a mattress, and a pick me is willing to be that. But somebody like Cardi, who I think is a pick me, is only going to deal with so much of the embarrassment. because she still literally doesn't need him, right? She doesn't need, even though she's a pick me, you could still like feel like I don't need him. I could literally get anybody I want, right? I could literally get anybody I want. I don't have to deal with this. Even though I want to be a wife and a mother and a ba 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 and da 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 and da da da, I don't have to be embarrassed by this man. Plus, he's not even on my level. And I don't have to deal with this. And now you realize you had somebody who wanted to be in that position, who wanted to have multiple kids, who is willing to give her kids your last name and not hyphenate, like all these things. And then again, why should they? Why should they change? Why should they be upstanding? You give him chance after chance after chance. And then when you're done with him, there's another woman waiting, like, here I am, come get me. To the point where he's willing to try to get somebody to set up Stefan Diggs. Like, you're doing the most. You need to give it up. You need to focus on your out. Don't you got an album out? Girl's a mess. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. So that's all I had to say. I talked about Candy and Todd on the other video. If you haven't watched it, it's probably a little about almost about an hour. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let me know what you think about the topics. I think Offset is weird. I don't know if a restraining order will stop him from what he's doing, but yeah. Y'all need in your divorce decrees, you want your children to have your last names. That's so important. I really think a lot of this behavior would stop. I do. I do. If they knew that you weren't willing to slap their name on some kid just because they're men and they gave, like I said, 0.02%, that's what they did in helping create the baby. So I don't know. Reclaim your children. Those are your children. Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. So let's go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.